Welcome to Mulu. We've just landed at a small but scenic airport surrounded by the Borneo rainforest. From here, it's a short van ride, which is included, to the Marriott. Passing through the dense jungle, and we get glimpses of the towering limestone formations that make this region so special and so visited. Not quite sure what's happening. We're actually waiting for the bus to the Marriott. It's dropping some people off at the cave, and then it's going to come back, that thing, and pick us up. One of the more interesting parts of this drive is crossing the river. This is the same river that winds around the Marriott, and it sits on a really beautiful bend. Take a good look at the water level here, because later in the video we'll see just how dramatically it can change with some rain overnight. Pretty impressed with check-in. They knew our name before we even arrived, and there was quite a few of us on that van. It took about 5-10 minutes, and the skies were starting to darken, so we didn't hang about too much, and we headed straight for the room. I'll give you the room tour later, because first, let's take a look at the pool. I think most of what you can hear is probably the rain, but we do have a pretty cool little swimming pool in the middle of the Borneo jungle. I'll try and get a video of this when it's actually not hammering it down with rain, but for the moment, this is your swimming pool. We did manage to get some video of the swimming pool when it wasn't raining. That's not that easy to do because it is the rainy season in the rainforest and it rains a lot. As you can see though, it's a nice little swimming pool. It comes with a little jacuzzi in the corner, you just saw it there, and a big waterfall just for photos and selfies and Instagram moments. It also has towels which you can just grab and use and then put back in the basket. Just up from the swimming pool, they have a multi-purpose room that looks like it's used for yoga. There are mats in there, so if you want to get up early and do a yoga session listening to the sounds of the rainforest, it's all there for you to use. Just up from the yoga room, there's rooms 103 and onwards. We actually stayed in 203, which is down the other side. And there are a couple of dogs on site. And if the caves and all the walking you'll do in the day isn't enough activity for you, it does have a pretty well-equipped gym. Considering the hotel's not that big, it's pretty well equipped. A few cross trainers, 3 rather large treadmills and a couple of cross bikes. Got a yoga table, fat boy in the mirror, clearly doesn't go to the gym enough. And then you've got some free weights and a machine. And right next door is the spa, which I'll let her video for you. We've also got water in here, some music. Looks like you can put your own USB in it. 3 towels. You can get headsets. I'm not 100% certain what they're going to do. Anyway, if you're gyms and don't want to go to the caves, that's where you get your exercise. Right next to the gym is the spa, and it seemed pretty reasonably priced for a 5-star hotel, literally 200 kilometers from anywhere else. I think the most expensive thing was 600 ringgit, which is about 130 US dollars at the moment, which included massage, body scrub, a bath, showers, somewhere to put your stuff, the sounds of the rainforest, and the sights, of course. The bath actually wasn't working when my wife went, but they do give a discount if things aren't available, so that's pretty good. Now, of course, it has a bar and a restaurant, and they're right next to the swimming pool, opposite each other. Prices are pretty reasonable, again, for being in the middle of nowhere where they have to basically fly in all their food or boat in all their food. We had the buffet twice, and we ordered off the menu once. The first video you're going to see is the a la carte again for some fish, and it's really, really good actually. A spicy fish with some rice. And then I had classically fish and chips because I'm never 100% certain what it's going to be like, which was also very good. The buffet was hit and miss, to be honest with you. The first day we didn't do it, that's why we went a la carte. The second day was much better with some more local options like chicken redang, which is what I'm tucking into right there. And we'll give you a quick walk around the buffet without me talking. There's also a breakfast buffet as well as a dinner buffet.
Potatoes.
Okay.
Oatmeal, beans, no sweet potatoes, always a lack of pork, chicken, noodles, I'll give you a quick tour of the rest. Usual station.
Sorry if this is a little bit loud, I'm keeping it close to my mouth. We were in room 203, which is one of the ones apparently has Wi-Fi. Don't know how true that is. And luckily it was pretty close to the main building, so we don't get hit by the rain too much here. Now let's take a look at the room. It is very spacious, it's very comfortable. It's designed with natural elements that kind of blend with the rainforest settings. The balcony is a highlight, which I'll show you in a minute. But when you walk in, you have your tea and coffee. It comes with a coffee machine, and it comes with 3 sachets as well as 3 capsules for your actual machine. It comes with water in glass bottles to save on plastic. And as you can see, we stocked up really well on the water because it is hot there and it is humid as well. Has a kettle as well as a coffee machine. And there's a desk next to it with lots of outlets. The outlets are 3-pin, like a UK version, just for your reference, so you will need an adapter if you're coming from Europe or coming from Southeast Asia or America. TV's big. It is a smart TV, so you can put your own Netflix on it. Remember to log out when you leave, just so other people don't mess up your account. And the bathroom, for some reason, they all do, has a big window, so you can romantically watch somebody go to the toilet, maybe, I don't know. The bed is big, it's king size, and it's very comfortable. It was a little hard, but then we like that. That's our bed at home. And next to it, there's 2 stands with lots and lots of outlets, so you can actually charge your stuff while you're sleeping. The balcony is through that window at the back there. And the wardrobe has a safe in it. It also has robes, 2 robes you can use, which are quite nice in the evening. And of course that one's packed with my clothes. And there's an ironing board, though to be honest, in this sort of setting, it's not really a stand-on ceremony type of place. So shorts, t-shirt is fine. Safe is big enough to hold a laptop, which is quite handy because we travel with one. And of course there's a laundry service as well. That's the balcony. It was absolutely throwing it down, so I didn't really fancy going out there. It's probably about 5 foot by 5 foot, maybe 6 by 6, big enough to get a table and 2 chairs and to sit on and relax when it's not raining. The bathroom is well equipped, comes with shaving stuff and toothbrushes and even a shoe shiner. And there's the window that you can look out of should you wish to. Single sink, a nice overhead rain shower that was really, really good. Very powerful and warm. And there's a bath with a window if you want to open the window and take a look at the view as well. Also, yeah, one other thing, sorry. It also has a line that you can pull out to dry clothes. And again, you don't really perhaps need that, but with so much rain that even walking to the bar, you could get soaked, even with an umbrella. So actually just to dry your clothes off is pretty handy as well. And there's all the amenities they give you as well. And that's basically the Mulu Marriott. Now, just before we go, I want to show you what can happen when you're there. And when we spoke to the manager, he said maybe 5 or 6 times a year, the rains come heavy. And because this place has 3 rivers, joining or meeting a little bit north of the Marriott and Mulu, that flooding can happen. And 5 or 6 times a year, he says this happens. Now, the Marriott is fine, so don't worry about that. It is on stilts, pretty high ones. But as I will show you in this video just coming up, other places don't get off so lightly. I did ask the guy, do we need to get a bag ready just in case? You know what I mean?
No.
I asked the manager, I said, we don't panic, but the water's coming up. Do we need to get a bag ready to go? Do you know what I mean? A go bag to see if we need to just get out and get. He said, no, 5 or 6 times a year this happens. The Mulu Marriott Hotel is truly waterfront. Some places perhaps too waterfront. And as you can see here, as we said at the beginning of the video, you can see the difference in water levels. Now the water actually stopped us doing the Deer Cave and Lang Cave because they were flooded. It's one of those things that can happen. So be prepared that there's a reason you don't stay 2 nights or 1 night. You've got to stay a little longer just to prepare for the weather. Oh crap. I'll put on the video the difference between when I shot this yesterday, the I Love Mulu sign from yesterday, where all of this was dry, and in the space of 1 night it's now part of the river. And again, they said 5 or 6 times a year this happens, so I guess they're used to it, but to show why we stayed in the Marriott and not a local one, we'd be swimming to the trips if we stayed here. So that wraps up our stay at the Mulu Marriott, and it gives you a quick look at the hotel and the room and some of the surrounding area. So whether you're here for adventure, relaxation, or both, it's a pretty good experience. And even though we didn't get to see the deer caves, it just gives us a reason to go back, and we definitely would. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe. We are trying to grow the channel, and we'll put some more travel adventures up soon. Thanks a lot.